We've all seen them. A random text from an unknown number lights up your phone. Someone asking if you're still on for golf this weekend, or trying to reach their cousin. Usually you ignore it. But when one woman politely replied to tell the sender they had the wrong number, she started a conversation that ended with the loss of $23,000. This is pig butchering, or sha zhu pan. It is a fraud model built on a timeline of months. The goal is to steadily fatten a victim with fabricated investment games before the operator decides the time is right for the slaughter. The persona behind the screen called himself Alexei, a supposedly successful crypto trader based in Monaco. By following the investigators' findings, we can see exactly how the trap was set. The danger of this operation lies in the psychological engineering. It is a process designed to convince a person to willingly drain their own bank account. Stage 1 is the wrong number. Alexei's first message was warm and plausible. When the victim corrected him, he was polite and suggested they stay in touch. It is a low-pressure entry point used to establish a sense of accidental connection. Over the next 6 weeks, they entered stage 2, building the relationship. Alexei shared his life. He was a generous mentor, showcasing a lifestyle of rooftop bars and a bright yellow Lamborghini Urus. Forensic investigators later reverse image matched these lifestyle photos. They were stolen from the public Instagram account of a real investor based in Dubai, a person with no connection to the fraud. The messaging metadata from the account told a broader story. Alexei was active at all hours of the day and night, with response patterns that didn't align with a single person in a single time zone. These syndicates utilize multi-person teams working in shifts behind VPNs. They pass a single persona back and forth, allowing the Alexei character to maintain constant engagement with the victim 24 hours a day. Sobering, the romance is an industrial operation, utilizing data-driven trust tactics managed by a shift-working syndicate. Once the trust was solid, they moved to stage 3. Alexei casually mentioned an institutional-grade trading platform, offering the victim exclusive access. She deposited an initial $6,000. In stage 4, her online dashboard showed immediate results, a 34% return in just 3 weeks. To test the platform, the victim requested an $800 withdrawal. The system processed it perfectly, sending the money to her bank. The scammers let this money leave as a calculated loss. This cash provides a personal experience that dissolves any remaining logical doubt. Armed with this false confidence, the victim entered stage 5, the escalation. She wired an additional $17,000 to the platform. Then came the slaughter. When she tried to withdraw $5,000, the platform reported a liquidity hold. It demanded a 15% tax clearance fee before her funds could be released. A successful small withdrawal is not evidence of a legitimate platform. It is evidence the operator decided it was worth $800 to keep you engaged. The institutional platform was a custom web app with live tickers and professional charts, but it had no connections to any real cryptocurrency liquidity pools. The profits were just numbers typed into a database. WHOIS records showed the domain was registered through a proxy service in Panama just 22 days before Alexei's first message. Blockchain analysis shows the money's physical reality. The $23,000 moved through 6 intermediary wallets in 11 days, diverting small amounts at each step. By the 6th wallet, funds entered a mixing service to pool, redistribute, and scramble the origin. The money was then cashed out through an offshore exchange with minimal identity verification. The funds were gone. The dashboard was a distraction. The actual money was stolen and moved through obfuscation infrastructure the moment it hit the blockchain. While the blockchain trace couldn't recover the money, it provided the documentation needed for police reports and bank fraud claims, proving the funds were moved through criminal infrastructure. Protecting yourself requires a hard framework for verifying any platform before you invest a single dollar. A legitimate exchange is listed on major registries like CoinMarketCap, has years of domain history, and is registered with financial regulators in at least one jurisdiction. If a platform demands a fee to unlock your own money, stop. The next request will never be the last one. In a landscape defined by engineered illusions, verifying the digital infrastructure is the only way to avoid the slaughter.